Hello, everyone. How are you today? Because apparently there is a PC and angry Norwegian today with us, and he wanted to have a little bit of a special announcement for us, and he's accompanied with angry Australian. How are you, Bezek?
I am very, very angry.
Yes, apparently so. But compared to the usual, is it more or above average? Like average?
Allow me to put it like this, Chris. Allow me to put it like
Get the
this.
knives out, Cranky.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it like this. I'm angry at this, but I can't formulate it. My vocabulary is too limited to put it into proper words and sentences. So I brought the Australian to do it for me. Basic, the floor is yours.
Right. Chris, let me tell you about the bastard-coated bastards with bastard filling that are the copyright troll cocksuckers that are the topic of today's rant.
Apparently, yes.
Real enemy.
So, these absolute degenerate scum-sucking... No, that's an insult for the Sultans. These degenerate, scum-sucking, evil, thieving, worthless, less subhuman filth have decided that they are going to fuck with Trim's channel. Because Trim has had the hide to use classical music composed over 100 years ago, recorded by the goddamn US Navy, and they have somehow, this company has somehow decided that they now own the US Navy's work.
Interesting.
You want to know where they stationed?
I don't know if it's proper to say in a live stream, but well, go on. Graham?
Basic, the floor is still yours.
Right, so there is this piece of music called Among the Leaves So Green that was recorded in... Well, this particular recording was recorded in 1997.
Okay.
Now, under US copyright law, when someone makes music, the arrangement, which is the sheet music and the lyrics, the performance, and then the recording are all separately copyrighted. Now, it just so happens that when the sheet music is over 100 years old, and the arrangement, performance, and recording are done by US Air Force members who are US federal government employees, anything that they make immediately enters the public domain.
Mm-hmm.
Which means that claiming that you own the copyright or issuing a DMCA claim is in fact actually illegal and subjects you to countersuit by Trim.
And here, is it just a basic copyright or DMCA?
It's a stupid automated YouTube thing where they're sitting here going, oh, us, and I'm going to call these absolute criminal scum-sucking bastards out. So this company called Naxos US, which is actually a Hong Kong company owned by criminals, these bastards reckon that they own the specific composition and recording done by, as it says in the screenshot that you've got up, the United States Air Force String Quartet, which they can't.
Well, I don't know how far the US has gone recently, but yeah.
It's gotta be one hell of a debt they're paying now, in that case.
An Hong Kong copyright thing, I'm not sure it's, yeah.
Well, they claim that they're abusing the US and YouTube systems to claim that a recording done in 1997 by the United States Navy of a really old-ass song belongs to them.
Mm.
Here's the problem. They didn't record it. They didn't perform it. They didn't compose it. They have no rights to it because it was composed hundreds of years ago and it was performed by active duty United States airmen. Oh, and it was the conductor was also a United States airman. In fact, Colonel Lowell E. Graham. No,
You've done your homework, man. He found the specific musician.
Basic tends to get really detailed.
The specific position is on the goddamn cover art of the album that says United States Air Force Band, Washington, D.C.
I understand why he likes me, because we are both autistic, apparently.
Yes. Not to mention, because we're really, really good at our research. So, the Air Force has a lovely little .mil, so a military domain, where they list their music on a page called Public Domain Music. And there it says, Among the Leaves So Green, done by their concert band, and the publisher is Air Force Arranged / Public Domain.
Yeah, that is very clear that it's public domain and you can use it whatever you want. So.
There's literally no way to mistake it.
But wait, it gets dumber.
No, it's not a sentence stream. No.
So, there is a YouTube video that we're not going to touch, where the description says, provided to YouTube by Naxos of America, the scum-sucking criminal bastards. And it says, Among the Leaves So Green, arranged by M. Davis, United States Air Force Strings. Ensemble, United States Air Force Strings. Problem, United States Air Force cannot hold copyright.
Oh.
And they cannot give the copyright to a collection of criminals. Even if that... No, that's too political.
It reminds me... Yeah. Turn down a bit, please. Funny note.
I was going to list examples of criminals, but that's just too political.
I have a funny note about that, and thank you, Bezek, for dragging me into your stinky mud of political unwelcoming things.
Hey, I stopped myself.
I contacted one guy who is in a trio of organization. Let me repeat that. Sorry, English. He's a trio of people who are organizing an event in Belgium, like a Comic-Con of some kind. And I wanted to interview them because it's really interesting to know how these things are organized, run, what it costs, blah, blah, blah. Interesting things. And he was checking my YouTube channel while I was speaking to him on the phone. I was like, oh, fuck. I hope he doesn't find spicy things and all. So now I'm on the fence about speaking spicy things today. I don't want to be entirely cancelled.
which is why I left it at the criminal acts of copyright trolls who are attempting to steal Trim's hard-earned work and mine. I spent like 6 blinking hours looking for this goddamn music, making sure it was legal and in the public domain, which, it has to be because the United States Air Force made it.
It's even more simpler than that. It's if it's on the official website saying public domain, that's it. End of story.
Yeah. But no. They've apparently decided that because they stole it and released it, they now own the copyright. Because that's what they did. Because the United States Air Force had to release it into the public domain, these criminals stole it and uploaded it, claiming that they were the original creators.
Yeah. It reminds me a bit about PewDiePie you were explaining. I don't remember when, but it's not that long ago, maybe a year top. He explained that, he made a song called Beach Lasagna and one other called Congratulations about, the YouTube fight between him and T-Series back in the day. And so at one point he wanted to do a funny montage of his own stuff, so he made it, copyright, blah blah blah, and it was copyright struck. Yeah, the copyright system in YouTube is, and even in, well, not that, not entirely in the internet, but somewhat on the internet, is very skewed and misleading and foggy, and it's also not very cool in a way, because it stifles every bit of creation that internet usually had back in the days. You know, make funny memes, montage or parody and all. Now you have to watch everything.
The worst
So, do you
part
wanna
is
hear how the
stifled
story gets worse?
creativity. Oh shit.
What did you
So-
say, Bezek?
But wait, it gets worse.
Ah. We had a podcast to make.
So, starting in 2020, there were certain events that led to live classical music performances not taking place in person. As a result of that, lots of assorted classical musicians and students of classical music started putting their performances on YouTube Live and Facebook, on YouTube, both as VODs and, as regular videos and as live streams, and on Facebook as regular videos and live streams. Now, despite the fact that the sheet music is in some cases 500 to 600 years old, and these people played the music themselves, like they're literally sitting there on video playing the 500-year-old music themselves, this company, Naxos Criminals US, has been copyright striking their videos and live streams because, we once had a performance that was of this song.
It reminds me of another thing, like you speak about live streaming and all. It was Metallica during the COVID pandemic, and they done like a concert for some event, I don't know, and they played one of their songs. I think it went on for maybe 15-20 seconds before the live was cancelled and, you know, copyright struck. This was the official ban and all.
Fucking, that's the worst part. Again, this whole shit just does nothing but to strangle creativity because it scares people away from doing anything creative.
Yeah, even, you know, like critique or, you know, a fair use or something, you know, answering to something or someone. Yeah. It's a mess. It's a mess.
But the scariest thing is, like, fair use. Like, you can understand how if you're using something for fair use, it can get picked up by the automatic system. Like, if you're reviewing a movie or something and the system goes, oh, you're using clips from this movie. Okay, fine. An automated system can do that. But no, this is far, far worse because it's not fair. It's not fair use. It's undebatably not even a copyright issue because it's a completely new work done on out of copyright material. So it's bad enough what they're doing to me and Trim, and because we're using a previous recording that's in the public domain, but they're actually going after people who were recording it themselves.
Yeah.
It's not fair use. It's not critique or review. It's not any of the exceptions to copyright because there's no copyright infringement that's exempted. There's no the copyright owner is the person who uploaded the video.
Yep.
And they are being illegally infringed upon by assorted criminal gangs.
Yeah, I had one problem like that in the old Let's Play I did. I think it was Spec Ops: The Line. Yeah, that was the game. And in the game, sometimes you run into a battle or something, but on the wall there are like speakers who blasting rock and roll music. And the Let's Play I did was copyright struck for this music that was in the game, but I wasn't responsible for it or anything. I was just playing it. And I was baffled by it because it's not like I'm playing a music while playing the game. You know, it's in the game. It's not me. It's and yeah, it's the I just don't understand sometimes the copyright thing, and as you put it, sometimes I think it's outright malicious.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like Trim and I and Leech's Demon have recently been playing through Lord of the Rings War in the North.
Yep.
Now, unfortunately, it's Lord of the Rings, so what is it, Universal or whatever it is, Evil Studios Incorporated, have done all the music in the game. And for some reason, they're content IDing it. Did I bother to fight those? No. Because screw it, they actually own the rights.
Mm.
But this time, and we have disputed it, they don't own the rights. No one owns the rights. And basically, I've talked to Trim, and Trim is going to tell them to take him to sodding court.
Yeah.
If they try and issue a DMCA notice, we'll do a DMCA counter notice, which means they have to sue Trim.
Well,
And I'd like to know how they intend to serve the Norwegian.
serve the Norwegian. Well, I wish them good luck, because serving Trim is an expensive thing. He asks a lot of food.
It's a risk they'll have to take.
Yeah, but I really wish the best for you, and I hope that it will go away. Even though, as you said, Trim, it's not like bad or important or something like that, but it's just revolting, and it's
Yeah.
I think the copyright system on YouTube and the internet as a whole is a very outdated thing.
Yeah, I mean the thing is it's not brought here just because of frustration, but also it fits the topic of the stream because again,
Yeah.
as I said before, it strangles people who want to be creative.
Yes. Yep. And I know many YouTuber, many artists or every sort and kind that are just tired of the copyright system.
Like, imagine being a classically trained musician or even a student who's uploading videos to the internet just because they like classical music. You know, that weird thing that classical musicians do where they like the music they play. And they're sitting here getting claimed and having their money stolen from them. And that's the truly insidious part of it. These people can forcibly monetize your videos and take the ad revenue, despite the fact that it's your performance.
Yes, especially in the video here that it's a time lapse of Trim drawing, and they block. I think when it's a piece of music, I think they block the entire thing until you sort it out. I think. I'm not sure about that.
That's if they do a manual claim. This is content ID.
Yeah.
So technically, we could release the video.
Okay, it's yeah.
But that would mean that they'd be able to claim ad revenue on it. And
Yes.
no, you cannot have ad revenue for something that the United States Navy did and then released into the public domain.
Yeah, that's the thing. They're stealing the money of the U.S. force, technically.
Yeah, but they don't have the rights for the money even there. Because
Yeah. I know. But technically, that's what they do. They claim that it's their thing, and it's a thing from the U.S. Navy.
Yep.
Oh yes, sorry, Bezek. I've linked the Sultan's channel.
No, that's fine. Sultans is where you can hear me tell you about the other assorted kinds of criminals.
Yeah,
that we won't talk about on a nice family-friendly channel like Chris's.
Oh no, it's not family-friendly, not.
Well,
but,
he's trying at least.
Yeah, compared to the Sultan, okay. With the oh so famous, but wait, it gets worse. It's it's like the rabbit hole, but if it's hell.
Just if I may to clarify what Prime Knight asked, says, wait, is someone claiming Trim's work? So, Trim drew the picture, and the program he uses on the iPad Procreate allows him to export everything he did into a video. He then passes that video file off to someone who actually knows how to use a computer, me. And then I add assorted legal, licensed, appropriately licensed music that we have the licenses to use, or we do not need a license because it is in the public domain. See, again, US Navy. And then, so I put this music to the video and we upload the video. These people have walked in and gone, yeah, that music that the United States Navy string band did, yeah, we're going to have all the money for the entire video.
While I'm not monetized, it's the fucking... It's the principle of the
Yeah,
thing.
it's a principle, and I
Well,
entirely.
actually, Trim, the worst thing is they can actually forcibly monetize the video by claiming.
Yeah. That's the point.
They can...
Actually.
Yeah, and they can go fuck himself if they try.
So
Bring it.
If it goes
Which is-
through,
yeah.
this will be your first monetized video, but you won't get anything from it.
Yeah. And fuck him.
Yes. In fact, we will reach out and fuck them with the long, hard dick of the United States federal government.
Oh, yeah.
They won't like that.
No.
Well, I hope.
But they will deserve it.
I hope it will go your way. I really do.
Indeed.
Thank you.
I suppose you guys should actually talk about something relevant to the planned topics of today.
Well, the thing is, it's we cover various news. There is no specific topic of the day, but as Trim said himself when he asked, "Can I bring an Australian with me?" And he said, "It's technically art stuff. It's YouTube, you know, creativity and all." I said, "Okay, fine."
Yeah. In technicality, it is.
Once
Just
again,
hidden behind a lot of Australian frustration.
once again, I was forced with an angry OC.
Yes, that's right. Not only will we press gang you onto our channels, we will press gang ourselves onto your channel.
Hell yeah.
If you shield it, that's fine. It's a price I'm willing to pay. Well, anyhow, it's I don't have any more to say about that topic, but yeah, YouTube copyright system is very skewed, and I hope one day will change. Maybe Elon Musk, he said something about Twitter going into competition with YouTube.
I just
dearly hope
I
it's
just want him to
succeeds.
buy YouTube.
That would be the basis, yeah.
I think it
If-
would
if
be a
I'm-
bit more than
No,
44 billion.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. YouTube seems to be dead set on just absolutely destroying the platform because they are looking at TikTok and going, that's awfully addicted and full of trash.
Yeah.
What happens if we do that to YouTube?
And
That's why I have shorts.
to go to a thing that will maybe anger the Norwegian to switch topic. How about we talk about Transformer, Bezek? I know you love them.
Oh, sorry. You're not saying the proper. It's Transformers now. Remember, it's all so very inclusive.
Yeah, and I have the topic. If my fucking OBS want to work, thank you. So, apparently, my dear Trim, the Transformers are non-binary.
Yeah, or rather, the first non-binary, which is some kind of weird abomination born on Earth in a series that doesn't even respect its own lore. Nightshade, fuck off. It's like, I mean, they didn't even... It's everything else with this fucking bullshit when it's like, the first one ever. This shit's been done to death by IDW Comics, which is just trash in itself. It's I don't even understand. Why the fuck do you need sexuality and gender fucking pronouns in a series about robots fighting giant robots?
Angry
Can anyone tell me?
Exactly. Sexuality in Transformers is asinine, isn't it, Trim?
Yes. And now that you mention it, I wrote a piece on that on
Yeah,
Salts and
yeah, yeah,
Chatterboy. Give it
yeah.
a look-see.
I have it.
Oh god, it's just so
Uh,
fucking stupid.
I just hope that the true cool Transformer will not go extinct like the mermaid.
Yeah. Well, unlike the mermaids, Transformers doesn't have an Australian with
Yeah.
impressive physical with an impressive physical stature.
Under the sea. Under the sea. So apparently Trim wrote a thing more than a year ago about apparently sexuality and Transformers.
And you want to know what hurts me about this? This shit's relevant still. I don't want it to be relevant.
Yep.
I just want a good series. But instead of just giving us a good series with good characters, engaging anything, no, instead they're hiding their own ineptitude and their own inability to make a story or a fucking plot behind ooh, diversity. Oh, it's a they them. Look how fucking progressive we are.
Trim. I will
What?
forgive IDW if and only if they break out the socket wrenches and remove the penis and reinstall it on a different Transformer.
Pain. Pain. Fucking pain. The
It's
thing is, they've already done that too. There's already been a tranny transformer.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it's happened. IDW has done all the wokery after the fucking after All Hail Megatron. They started going a hard wokest streak down there in IDW's Transformers, and it really just kicked off after the Dark Cybertron arc. And ever since, it's just been woker, woker, and woker. I mean, they just made good guy Megatron. Oh, okay, good guy
Oh
Megatron. That
yeah,
might work. Oh, he's an Autobot too. Wow.
you explained that to me about the kind Megatron.
Yeah, you can have a redeemed Megatron. That's not what I'm saying. You can have a Megatron who regrets his actions, but turn him into a goddamn Autobot? It's like saying that Hitler suddenly joins the Jews.
Unlikely.
Exactly.
I mean, what's the Jewish population of Argentina?
Don't cry for him, I guess. Oh, it's just so frustrating. And
Well,
it's just
did you to go away a bit about the non-binary thing?
good.
I make an effort. Did you watch the show or not?
I tried, but it's just soul crushing. I haven't seen a good Transformers series since Transformers Prime, and that's what 2013 since they ended that shit. It's not just the story that is taking a nosedive. I mean, just look at the CG there, right? This the still frame. Now
Yeah.
let me. I'm gonna find an image of Transformers Prime so you can just see the difference in design.
Yeah, give it to me. We spoke about that with my best friend
Trim,
recently.
while Trim looks for that, can we talk about how absolutely appalling the CG is?
As I said, it's something we spoke about in the previous podcast with my best friend Florian about the the golden days, sorry, of animation. You know, early 2000 and 90s. You know, like the Spider-Man, X-Men, Batman comics. I mean the cartoon, excuse me, and you know the movie like oh fuck, what is this? Moses or something, the old movies from the old cartoon movie from the 90s. So it was something with Moses. I don't know the correct translation in English. There is the Treasure Planet. There is.
Oh, are you talking about the movie about fucking Moses?
Yeah.
What's it? Yeah, that one. Was it Dreamwave? Wasn't it a Dreamwave?
I don't know the translation in English, so I just said that it was about Moses, but yeah. And the final one was very good in this old 2D animation was Atlantis or Atlantid, I don't remember. A guy you go to yeah.
Speaking of like leaving 3D for a moment, you mentioned 2D.
Yeah, thank you, Prince of Egypt. Thank you.
Is it so much to ask from 2D animation in 2022 that it should be at least as good as Disney managed before World War Flipping One?
And yeah,
that would be nice.
This is a very nice quality. The thing you sent.
I mean, it's not just
it's 3D, but it's nice. It's good to the eye and all. It's not childish.
Everything has been dumbed down. And they call this a full effort story, a full effort series. My ass, it is. And also agreeing with Bessagon 2D, I decided to watch a few episodes of Batman the Old Animated Series, right?
Yeah, the golden one.
Oh yeah, the good old one. And the animation there is better than Disney movies like 10 years ago.
Yep. I think one of the last one they did in actual 2D animation was Lilo and Stitch, which was a nice movie. And
I think it was Princess and the Frog.
Oh yeah. Sorry. I made the same mistake with Florian, and he told me to. Yeah, it was the Princess and the Frog, but yeah, Princess and the Frog, Lilo and Stitch is it's good to the animation. Yes, it's cartoony, it's for child and all, but the quality is there, the magic is there. You are immersed in it and all, and today it's just plain 3D CGI thing that it's almost like everything is the same. I've watched not so long ago the Camp Cretaceous cartoon animation with Jurassic World and stuff. It was the same kind of animation that here in Earthspark. I think you could do side by side the same, and if you have one dinosaur in one, you say, oh, it's Camp Cretaceous. No, it's the Earthspark one.
It's basically the same.
Yeah,
it's as if the same studio. It is the 3D Cal Arts disease.
Yeah, I'll try to find a Camp Cretaceous picture.
But it's just proof more that regardless of what happens, they are using less and less effort into what they're making, and instead of just trying to compensate with one lack of quality with a more quality in something else, they hide behind these pointless progressive ideals, which are apparently so important.
Yeah. Look at that trim. I'm sending it in the DM picture of the character in Camp Cretaceous. Do you think this is the same kind or the same vibe as the Earthspark thing? To me, it is.
Dude, that chick with the pink hair is basically one of those catfish porn commercials you'll find on Rule 34 org.
Yeah, she is pretty famous in Rule 34 also, but that's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about the animation and all. Because
I'm speaking about the quality of it, because it's absolute dog shit.
You can see a bit of difference, the eyes are not the same. The
sad thing is, if I may, is that this 3D of the people doesn't look too bad, but the background is awful.
Yep.
And I'd be willing to take a guess that the actual animation when the 3D models move is appalling.
It's not something to... Do not try and compare it, but It's
it's
Transformers
maybe like
Energon is
it's
less
not
stiff.
awful.
Transformers Energon is less stiff, and that's technically the
And they are
first
robots.
Japanese CG one, and it's dog shit.
Mm-hmm.
I just wish we could go back to time when people were, when the people making a show were people who cared about it, not just there to just shove pointless shit in your face.
Meanwhile, there is anime who is rocking everything with the animation. And when you see it, you're like, oh my god, is it actually the anime? Is it a picture from the TV show? Yes, it is.
And I don't even like Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, I was searching for Shingeki no Kyojin, Attack on Titan. A picture that is actually from the TV show. One second. Yeah, this is one. So it's not the best of everything and all, but you see that it's actually 2D. And this is animated and all. So,
Oh yeah.
yeah. This is not the same level.
Oh no. It is a stark contrast between quality. But then again, that series is made by people who gives a fuck about what they're making. They are starting their days thinking, we're going to deliver the best thing we can fucking do, or so help me God. That is the intention of these people, because they know that if they stop making quality, they will lose everything they have.
I have found
Constantly got up there. Yeah.
a GIF when you see the animation. It's amazing. The quality is just breathtaking.
What you mean? Putting more than 5 minutes of effort into something makes a difference?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who would have thought about that?
I mean, the scene where every scene with the Beast Titan in Attack on Titan is just gold.
Well, to be honest, every scene in Attack of Titan as a whole is golden. The animation, well, maybe not every single episode, but yeah, it's one of the best mainstream anime ever made in visual quality. I mean,
you know what? Let me make a connection between here. Shit CGI from Japan and shit CGI from America.
Yeah.
You had Berserk, the anime from 2013. You remember that one? The stiff, directly disgusting animations.
The one that did not happen.
Yeah, the one that is existing in a nightmare fantasy dream. That shit is better quality compared to this abomination that people are calling Transformers Earthspark. It's just, shoot me instead, please.
I am curious, Misty Grey, when the thing you call Greendale human being, I don't know what it is, but I'm curious. And Trim Callum saying Transformer Prime was way better looking, a head story than this is going to have. So apparently a fellow Transformer fan.
Yeah, but the thing about Transformers Prime is that it decided to take the mid-season of Clone Wars approach, where yes, they have some child-friendly moments, but in the end, this is a much more modern, much more. It's not. I'm not gonna say darker because it just sounds a bit edgy and shit, but it's a more grown-up story between all the childish shit.
And
I mean, every time you meet Megatron, he isn't a ha, look how silly. Every time Megatron is on screen, shit happens. Shit goes down. He is a threat.
And speaking about 3D animation that is not shit and from Japan, have you watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, the 3D is okay because it fit the style and the theme and flamboyance of the show. I was not annoyed by the 3D in JoJo's as much as I were in Berserk, because it didn't suit Berserk at all.
No. You could make it suit Berserk, but the thing is you have to put the effort into it.
Yeah, and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is a very nice show, by the way. You should watch it. I'm speaking to the chat.
It's bizarre, and I love it because of it.
Yeah, but that's the name, JoJo Bizarre Adventure.
Exactly.
Jotaro!
Oh man, Dio is Dio is the reason to watch the show on its own.
Yes. I was a bit sad when he was not on anymore.
Yeah, but he went down with fucking style, shrieking like a maniac.
Anime Bushido, student of history. Yes, that's basically it. The anime industry is pretty much walked to death, please.
Yes. Of course, the way that Japan treats its animation studios is kind of appalling, but at least they get good results, unlike in America, where everybody gets their fancy little lattes and a little bit of stank.
Stop.
Yes, yes. Feel the pain. Feel the pain.
I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah.
American work ethic is not.
It's not just American work. It's not American work ethic. It's Western work ethic, because England does the same shit.
You thought it was a podcast about culture, but it was Dio. Sawardo.
Oh shit. Basically, it's a series that made Japan English a thing.
Yeah. I'll thank you, Mr. Gray. Okay, so the Grindel human being was the inclusive school mascot in Community. Same energy. I didn't watch Community, but I bet it was on point. And yeah, no, Callum, we don't talk about Regan Power. No, I've done a video about it. That's enough. I watched 2 episodes. I suffered enough. Please, please.
Callum, that insane man, decided to watch the whole fucking series.
Press F for respect, chat, please, for him.
Pain, just pain. Oh God, the Greendale human being just looks like, gee, looks like the fucking thin man from the SCP. You know, the tall, lanky guy who, whenever you see his face, he rips you apart and eats you.
I'm not into SCP.
It's pretty decent.
What the fuck is this?
SCP?
No, the Greendale thing.
It's an abomination that should be burned.
Yeah. Fire. Ethnically neutral mascot. The worst part is everything like that was a joke like 10 years ago, and now this is reality.
Oh yeah. And now you can't even joke about it, because it used to be a joke, but if you joke about it now, oh boy, there's gonna be hell to pay, because nobody has the mental and emotional fortitude to stand their ground. And if there's a few people who do, they'll be stabbed in the back by their closest people who are looking for an easy way up.
Yes. And to switch topic and speak about nice things, because I'm done with bad stuff, please. We are going to talk about a nice franchise that unfortunately is not understood by the normal small brain people. Starship Troopers.
Speaking of appalling CG.
Oh, it was okay. It was okay.
The first movie was fucking awesome, though.
Yeah, it's an old
That was pretty
movie.
good CG.
I'm talking about the weird half anime things.
Oh yeah. I've tried to watch it. I've tried, and I think I managed to bear 15 minutes and was stop, please. My eyes.
Hey, I've been drowned in modern animation bullcrap, so I was able to watch and think, this isn't the worst I've seen.
Yeah, that's because you watch horror on a daily basis.
Yeah.
But I'm stealing a bit from Arch Warhammer video he made about it. So if you watch it, well, this segment is no use to you. But apparently,
What's he gonna do? Sue you?
yeah, yeah. So you would have thought that this article is old, like ancient, and no, it's from the 12th November. And fun fact, it was given to Arch by Disco. So hi Disco, always kitty. And yeah, apparently Paul Verhoeven, so the director of the movie, like he indirectly and involuntarily promote fascism and racism through the movie. Even though he didn't like the movie, he didn't like the book, he didn't like everything.
Oh, he didn't even read the book. He didn't
tried.
even
He tried.
read. No, if he tried, he would have done more than 2 fucking chapters. But hey,
But
Paul Verhoeven doesn't even know what the fuck a good book is.
The madness of it, and I think this is where Chris is going to go to, is that because Verhoeven is screwed up so badly, and he has so little clue what fascism is, that he didn't actually make them fascist. In the books, they're not fascist. He tried to make them fascist, but he screwed up and made them not fascist.
Yeah, it's something like
But
that.
here's the fun part. It's an open society with free information. Starship Troopers is a liberal power fantasy, to quote Sargon.
I'm not well versed enough into politics to categorize the kind of.
No, it's basically it gives you all the information you want and allows you to make a decision upon that. And that is
I think I heard it described as, so you've got a communist utopia, which you can't have because everyone dies of starvation along the way and wouldn't work anyway.
Hey, everyone is equal then.
Starship Troopers, as Verhoeven did it, is a capitalist utopia.
Maybe, yeah.
Because the fun fact is that Rico's father is a wealthy and successful businessman. The thing is, he can't vote because he hasn't done military service. Because in order to...
I think that Rico's father is even worse than rich. Is like he own a mansion. He have the money to go to a vacation to a treasure planet or some kind. So yeah, he's more than wealthy.
Zegama Beach, which is basically
Zegama
Bahamas.
Beach. Thank you. Yeah.
Zegama Beach, Bahamas in fucking space.
Yep. But yes, despite the fact that he's not a citizen, he is afforded sufficient rights that he is capable of being absurdly rich.
Yes.
And also, this is the best.
His money hasn't been stolen from him by the government, so.
Yeah, and here's another thing that is also fun. I think it's really funny. Despite him having all this wealth, he is unable to affect anything according to do with the government because he is not a citizen.
Yeah,
lobbying isn't in that series because everything is followed by the rules.
Yeah, it's only vote.
Yes,
it's actually it's actually closer to Athenian democracy, because it's actually a direct democracy of citizens who have actually served.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah, it's the motto: service guarantee citizenship.
Yes.
Because anything anything given free has no value.
Yeah, that's one of the philosophical point that the teacher made, the rat shack, something like that, and it's something that actually I think it's not. I think it is right in life. When you struggle to gain something, the thing you gain is just immense value. It can be even small. I don't know, a pack of fries or or a pair of socks. I don't know. If you struggle to get to it, like I've worked one entire week to buy this fucking pair of socks. I will love them to death. It's I know it's laughable, but it's true. When you struggle to get something, it's automatically more valuable.
People who
And
live
not to mention,
paycheck to paycheck understand this.
yeah, it's also how would I describe it in a semi-stupid lefty way?
Oogly boogly bee bee
Yeah.
wah wah they them.
I want to say
Detail.
so it's actually really supportive of diversity. In fact, it is one of the most pro-disability societies because, and this is from the book, because you remember when the man, the myth, the legend, the Acadian did his video with a V poorly reading from the book.
Yep. And Arch also quoting the book.
Yeah.
Was it Arch that was reading it?
I think they were
the
both.
Acadian's video.
I think they were both. They were
Well,
Arch who
whoever
reading.
was reading couldn't speak English.
Well,
But
Arch
that's beside
is
the
a
point.
Norwegian.
That's beside the point. But there was a section where they're talking about the service, because you don't have to serve in the military.
Yeah,
You have your choice.
it's the military who find jobs for you that is more suited to you, like your ability, your mental capacity, everything. Arch said repeatedly something like, "There is nothing I can do to stop to do your service, except that you don't understand the oath you are taking. So it's just deliver mail for the officer or something." Yeah, go do that.
The only way you can fail your oath is if the doctors and psychologists deem that you are not mentally capable of understanding your oath. And it's like you can be deaf, blind, and in a wheelchair, and they will find something that is possible, but damned difficult for you to do.
Yeah, the famous scene when the guy with his leg and one arm cut off with bionics and all, he said, the military made me who I am, and you see the chopped off limb, and say, oh my god. But there is the other side, like, this man have, I don't know how expensive bionics on his body. So if he wasn't in the military and all, he wouldn't be able to do anything.
Exactly. And that's because he is part of the government at that point. Everyone who has succeeded their service, and it doesn't have to be military.
Yeah, and
because
I
unlike the movie,
I don't remember how lengthy the service is. I think it's 3 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
2.
And after that, if you stay in it, it's your choice. But technically, you can go.
I can't remember if it's shorter if you're in the military, but yeah, once you serve your term of service, you're free and gone. You have all the rights and obligations. The obligations is what all the leftists keep forgetting. The obligations of a citizen.
Yeah, and you can leave whenever you want, even in the service. You can say, I want to drop off now. Like the battle is just outside the window. I want to leave. Okay, let's do the paperwork.
But here's the caveat: if you leave, you can never come back.
You can never try again.
But you can leave.
You can quit at any time, and they'll just throw you straight out.
And also, they are encouraging you to leave. They're encouraging you not to take the service.
Exactly, because if you are mentally weak and you don't, then they don't want you to be a citizen, because citizens make decisions that affect everyone in the society.
Yeah, and the course, I remember the course that Rico take with Ratchak when he explained, the civic duties, the civil responsibility, blah blah blah. There is no like exam or something, and the only thing this course is for is to not discourage people to go there, but to to make sure that they understand if they want to do the service, the citizen service. It's like
it's to analyze it through a moral lens.
yeah, and also to say something like, "Do you understand that you might die and everything?" It would
because
be
when
shit.
you are when you're doing the service, when you're in the service, you belong to the state completely. You are their chew toy until you've finished, and then you pretty much become one of the people who make the decisions.
Yeah, you are tutor, yes, but they care for you. Like they give you clothes, they give you money, they give you food, they give you everything.
Oh yeah, the socialist utopia, huh?
And the thing I was picking this article up is not entirely for politics, even though like we are in the baby sultans area. It's because it's a movie that is more than 20 years old, and they are still buttered about it. Because
it's not just that they're butthurt; they still don't fucking understand it. Even the guy who made it doesn't understand it.
They're still buttered because Starship Troopers is still a famous franchise. We didn't have anything good from it since I don't know how many years, but I think the last video game that came out was not entirely bad, not good, but not bad either. And yeah, it's a movie. I never understood why some people took that so seriously. I could understand the book because it was made for a standpoint of making a point, but the movie is just fun. You know, all of the politics, all of even the philosophy was dumbed down. Even though you still get some of it and nice chunk of it, nice one indeed, but. It's just a movie with aliens and space marines.
Well, a large part of why people go like, "Oh, it's fascist," well, because Verhoeven's an idiot, and
he made the masterpiece by accident. Yes.
Yeah. No. I was specifically referring to the picture you've got on screen. Verhoeven's an idiot, so he decided he'd dress them like goddamn SS officers.
Yeah. But
what, you're saying he's not a master of subtlety?
I understand it because first they look good, especially Neil Patrick Harris. But it's also
we shouldn't discuss who designed the uniforms for the Nazis.
Yeah,
is that not encouraged?
Please keep that for the Sultans. But also it's because they are from the intelligence thing. I don't remember the name, so they are kind of psychic and all, and it suits them, to be honest. But yeah, it's I get what you mean. It's you feel and you sense that there was a specific intent in the clothing of the military to look like bad guys, like black, gray.
And yet he's still screwed up and made them not look like fascists to anyone who actually knows what a fascist is.
Yeah, but knowing what a fascist is fascist, don't you know?
Well, Callum, it's not Space Marine like Warhammer, but yeah, the I think it was one of the first iteration of the Space Marines concept, because
let's just put it like this. Let's just put it like this.
In the book, the mobile it's not the mobile infantry isn't magic with jetpacks. It's literally it's literally the US Marines, and but in space, and you throw them at. I mean, they operate on basically the same criteria: crayon munching stupid, and everyone's a rifleman.
Well, not actually. The mobile infantry are more like elite units. They have the highest dropout rate of them all.
Yes, they do, because not because they're an elite unit, but because it's the goddamn Marines.
Yeah, but it's also you have to be trained properly for using the suit. They're more like a tank. Each infantryman is sort of like its own tank, a god on the battlefield, quoted by the book.
Oh yeah, I might be getting things confused because Verhoeven really screwed up.
Yeah, in the movie, at least the first one, you don't see the suits and the small titans or dreadnought. I don't know what qualified them better, but yeah, the mobile infantry have quite important tech.
Yeah, and the thing is, the Space Marines in Warhammer 40k are, as everything else Games Workshop do, a ripoff, absolute ripoff of
You mean that Game
anything else.
Workshop have no original ideas? Oh,
They don't. Not a
surprise
single
Pikachu face.
original ID ever.
You mean that they stole the Star of Chaos from another famous
Yes.
book?
Yes. It's not just fucking that, but they have the fucking gall to go say, no, this is ours.
Yeah.
This is ours now.
They wanted to copyright Paul Drone.
I swear to God, Games Workshop doesn't deserve to exist.
Callum, I understand that it's not the Space Marine like the Astartes. Of course, this is not. And the concept of Astartes is more like a biological monster coupled with an insane armor and all, and the bolter and everything. But yeah, the concept of super soldier in science fiction, I think it was Starship Troopers who did it first.
As far as I know, yes.
Yeah, with the suit with guns and it's not jetpack, but they like over the ground and all. And...
It's a jump pack, basically.
Yeah. But for some reason, Verhoeven just probably for cost-saving reasons.
Oh,
and so
okay,
it can
Callum.
kill more people.
But
that's probably why he decided to make them peoples.
If you didn't watch them, the two CGI movie, I will try to take a picture to show a picture.
If I understand the CGI movies correctly, they're actually canon sequels to the real life movie,
and
to the live action movies.
And they are awesome. They are really awesome.
Compared to what we get these days, yes, they are.
I think it's this one. I don't entirely remember. If you've seen them, Trim?
Yes, I have.
Yeah. So, is it this one, the first CGI movie? I think it is.
Invasion? I think it is.
Yeah.
Yes, that is when the... that's when the Bug Queen captures a spaceship and crashes it onto Earth.
Yeah,
badass.
And I always love this picture of the first movie. Like, it tells so much. It tells so much.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Oh, yeah. The second movie was appalling. The
Traitor of Mars?
All the CG movies were better.
The Traitor of Mars is...
Yeah, the Traitor of Mars is the second CGI movie. Yeah, the second live-action movie was weird.
The second live-action movie is Hero of the Federation.
Yeah.
I like it as a popcorn movie, but I like watching it because the same reason that people like watching The Room.
Oh, I'm surprised you didn't like Traitor of Mars. I thought it was okay. I thought it was interesting to see like the internal politicking of the Federation.
Yeah, well, it does the whole corrupt government thing, which really isn't the Federation not to that extent.
Yeah, I can understand, but it was enjoyable. I thought it was okay.
Yeah, I mean, it is pretty good, and I do like the Dizzy flashbacks. I miss Dizzy.
The third live action.
Best girl from the movie. Despite the fact that Dizzy, I can't remember if Dizzy doesn't exist or was a dude in the book.
Dizzy was a dude in the book who got slaughtered in the first moments of the book, killed by skinnies.
The only good thing Verhoeven did was invent the movie Dizzy. Unfortunately, you could basically remove like the 30. So leave like the 15-20 minutes at the end of the movie and then remove like the 30 minutes before that, excluding the fighting scenes, and you've off to a good start.
Very much. I would like to see Starship Troopers made by someone who is fucking competent.
And what do you think about the third movie? The third movie, Marauder. Did you watch it, and what do you think of it?
I watched the entirety of the series, and I like
so
the
long since I
movies
watched it.
in one way or another.
The third, I'm pretty sure third was a lot better than the second, though.
Yes.
Yes, it was. It really was.
You could
Uh, the-
feel the lack of budget, but yeah, it was better. And finally, we had the opportunity to see the Dreadnought Titan thing and the giant planet brain bug. I thought it was
Yeah.
cool.
It was a lot of cool things, but even that movie had taken a lot of its inspiration from the surprisingly good CGI. Now, the CGI is kind of stiff. It's more like the Max Steel animation show or Transformers Beast Wars.
Oh God,
But
Max
there's this
Steel. That's going
there.
back.
Oh yeah, this one during Max, I think it was either before or after. They made a series called Starship Troopers Roughneck Chronicles, and yes, the CGI is a bit of the lolcat early 90s thingy, but it's a damn good Starship Troopers series. It combines Starship Troopers of the book with Starship Troopers of the movie, and it does a really good job.
Well,
You can find it. You can find them on YouTube. I recommend giving Starship Troopers Roughneck Chronicles a watch.
oh yeah, Prime Night. If you didn't seen it, the animated movie are very cool. So as you could have heard, the second one, Traitor of Mars, is not unanimously loved, but still better than the second and the third live action movie.
Honestly, yeah, all of the animated ones are better than the second live action.
Yep.
And
Second
the
live
best
action
one is
was
still the first
disaster.
movie. So
Yeah, the
Oh,
first movie was brilliant.
doubtless.
Especially no, that's getting a bit too NSFW. But there's one scene that's really, really good.
which one, with the brain bug or the naked woman?
When Disney takes her shirt off, isn't it, Desert?
It may involve showers.
Ah, yes.
I was sure.
Another
this
proof
one...
that Bessic goes both ways. How aggressive of
I mean, Dizzy was great, wasn't she?
him. She was.
Yeah. I would take her over the other flying girl, Carmen. Yeah, Carmen.
Oh
Yeah.
God, they really ruined. I want to strangle that woman the entire
With Bezek,
movie.
it might be the bug. Not sure. Well, we have seen what he does with Mermaid, so yeah, maybe bug also.
Yeah.
Hey, the mermaids at least have tits.
Technically,
What
the bugs
happened-
have tits too.
What happened? Ew. What happens if bugs get
No.
tits? Will Bessic just, hey, might as well, eh? Crikey.
Oh dear. On
So
one of these
this-
days, I'm going to kidnap Trim and take him to the nasty parts of the internet where he thinks he knows what he's talking about.
I just got the mental image of you going into Glendathu, and a month later, the arachnids come, but instead of screeching at you, you just hear them call you a cunt.
Or maybe you hear, "Mommy!"
Crikey! Crikey! Well, they stab you.
Speaking of Nazi,
I did not see this coming.
Have you heard about the Dave Chappelle thing in the SNL?
They're always whining about Dave Chappelle because he has the height and indecency to not do exactly as he's told by the establishment in Hollywood.
Yeah, and tell jokes. How horrible.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And
the worst of all,
about those special protected peoples.
yeah, he has the gall to go against his masters. What?
And so if you didn't knew what happened, so apparently he was invited to do something with the Saturday Night Live. I don't really know what it is, except it's TV thing, like a very old TV thing, and it's kinda not very liked and watched anymore. But with someone with the Chappelle, of course, they boost their audience. And apparently, it did some jokes or comment about Jews and anti-Semitism with Kanye West. And even though everyone laughed, yeah, the internet and Twitter was not happy.
Well, if Twitter's not happy, that tells you that you're doing the right thing.
It's
Yes.
an indicator. But what I wanted to speak about with this particular piece is today, it's obvious, and I don't understand how can everyone miss that. It's if you are someone who do like sketch humor, funny bits and all, but it's not like the mandatory or authorized topic, you are automatically like a bad guy.
Yeah, you're a
And
pariah.
it's
You're
something to
banned.
me at least that is quite indicative of the health of a society, or at least the entertainment industry. Because how can you be funny or creative or crafty with sentences and speech and all in a funny way, with some censor and forbidden topic and all?
Is asking something there, yeah.
Yeah, and it saddens me a bit, to be honest. Because humorists like comics and all, it's an art form, definitely. You cannot be funny if you are not creative, and if you don't have like a spark of audacity and a bit of genius to make something that is not funny, like every offensive joke you know about, and make something funny with that. Like it asks for talent, really.
That is something they do not have.
Yeah, I think that recently you went to a comedy show in Norway, Trim. And how is it in Norway? Like, is there some censor topic or some stuff like that?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of censored topic in the. There are people who are just outright stating that they're woke on scene, but they have a little bit of the Norwegian humor to them. They skirt the line, but there's still a lot of cowards there.
I would have thought that or hope that in Norway there is not like yeah, this kind of stuff happening.
It's everywhere. It's just that people don't really care that much about it. Unfortunately, when you have the American virus spreading, it is unfortunately, a lot of Norwegian media, modern media, is extremely focused on the Californian style of TV, and that of course spreads into the younger generations.
Hmm.
Makes me want to slap them, but hey, what can you do?
Well, it's a bit sad, honestly, because in I think it was in England. I saw like not a documentary, but like a report of some kind about the state of comedy in the UK, and they had to sign something like I vow and swear to not do joke with this topic, and this topic. It was, oh man, it's crazy. It's stupid beyond belief, honestly.
Without a fucking doubt.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh,
You want to say
I'm
something,
just-
Bezek?
yes. Say, Trim and I were watching a video earlier. And, well,
What kind of video?
well, it was a comedy video, funnily enough.
Explain that to us.
I might send it to you first, real quickly, to see if you're okay with talking about that one.
I will inspect it.
Because Jimmy Carr is a good boy.
Yes,
He's
I-
very, very naughty.
yeah. Is it
And
the
just-
bit about the gypsy and
Yes, it is.
yeah.
We never talk about the positives,
Yeah.
do we?
Yeah, and then of course immediately Sergeant the Jarvid, who we will not go into why we particularly don't like him, but he is indeed a politician, and he goes, which means he goes in the same bucket as all the other politicians. So he immediately came crawling out of his office. Yes, we'll use that word. To talk about how naughty Jimmy Carr was, and of
I
course
like
the garden was falling
Callum is
all
like
over
link,
themselves.
please.
It's in Sultans. Of course, it's in Sultans. Where did I put it in Sultans? It's in there somewhere.
And thank you, Callum, for subscribing.
Hey!
Chris
Yeah,
has posted link.
I don't have problem with showing the joke, but the thing is, if I show that, I think I will be copyright struck.
Oh, absolutely.
Mercilessly.
So the jokes, I don't care about the joke. The joke goes something like, "Oh, we always speak about the bad thing in life and all, but what about the good thing? For example, in the Holocaust, and everyone go quiet, of course.
No.
There were like 6 million dead, but there were like 2 million gypsies."
But nobody ever wants to talk about the good parts. And then he immediately goes on to talk about why the about the joke. It's like I'm not in favor of the Holocaust, but it's important to remember it, which is why I don't shut up about it. And of course,
Also, then he started talking about Jehovah's Witnesses too.
which was a brilliantly educated one.
Yeah, it's very intellectual humor, and I very much enjoy it.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Twitter class do not.
Twitter
Unfortunately, most politicians are part of the Twitter class.
Yeah, and I think that's why the Twitter debate with Elon Musk and all is so vivid. It's because the elites are like, "Oh, why do you invade my backyard?"
Well, that's it. Of course, they're freaking out, going, but I thought we were the ones who got to decide what was and wasn't allowed on the most important social media platform because all the politicians and all the government departments are on there.
Well,
Yeah,
all
something
except
like
for
that.
one. Or did they reopen their Twitter?
I don't
I'm talking
know.
about the bumbling fool that we all know.
Which one?
Really doesn't narrow it down, dude.
What hint can I use without getting this challenge wrong? Oh yes, the undead Lord and Master.
Unfortunately, it is still regularly posting stupid things on Twitter.
God
And can't
damn it.
talk about the stupid things because when it's not just a matter of Chris's channel, it's if I talk about those things on YouTube at all, anywhere, it's they do not like it because
Yeah, please don't
There is a nuke.
don't make me lose my channel, guys, please. I am the only one who make a bit of money in the Sultan, so I understand that you want to level the place and even the playing field, but please. But speaking about bumbling idiot, I'm starting to have like a basic way of speaking about people. Like, do you know Brie
This is
Larson?
infectious. Yeah, speaking of bumbling idiots,
So
unfortunately, we are familiar with Brie Larson.
yeah, apparently, Disney wants that Brie Larson will be the face of Marvel in the future.
And we thought Marvel couldn't fucking die any harder.
Are they that desperate to lose money?
I don't. I'm checking where in the bit about. Oh fuck! I found. I took the not the article about Brie Larson, but yeah, the Disney executive want to have Brie Larson as the face of Disney, but this is not the article I copied. It's a mistake, but it's still about Disney. It's that they're cutting jobs and employment plan freeze and also they lose heavy money. So you said something about, do they want to lose more money? Yes, apparently yes.
Hey guys, I think I know the thing. Brie Larson must give some wonderful fucking head.
Apparently, yeah.
Get what? Go what?
I will give you the full article, but because I think you will like it, especially you, Bezek, because like it's an employment nightmare.
Well, it's good that Disney's failing because Disney Plus has acquired another piece of media that's been on a downward spiral through the through the sewers, and now they're absolutely going to kill it. They've spent the last 4 years taking Doctor Who and murdering it, and now Disney's got their grubby, disgusting claws on it.
Yeah, Doctor Who is yeah, it's
No, guys. We don't talk about bullshit fanfiction on this channel.
Yeah, it's a shame that Doctor Who ended after Capaldi's first season.
Yeah. Tragic.
So apparently, with the article from the Daily Mail, I know it's not the best source ever, but Disney looks set to become the next major corporation to freeze hiring and cut job after a second straight quarter, losing over $1 billion.
Oh, die Disney! Die faster, Disney!
That's not
Please.
cheap change.
I want it to die. It needs to die. Yeah, I want it to start dying so it can be reborn in a way.
Me too, my lovely Norwegian, but there's one thing that saddened me a bit. It's many people will be jobless, and that's unfortunate.
Yes, but they're only Disney employees.
Exactly, and how many of them are the people who are just the most normal there are usually just people who are gonna find a new job somewhere anyway. I want the people who are
not going to be sacking the incompetent people. They're going to be pulling a Musk and sacking the people who post videos on Twitter going, this is how I spend my day. I rock up at work and then I do nothing for 8 hours.
And yes. The crazy thing is, imagine that you are like a Disney, a big company and all. And to give a bit of perspective, because when you say, oh, giant corporation, 1 billion, etc., it's a number that we don't fully understand it. But there is something we can understand, is that Disney Plus has apparently 235 million subscribers.
Time.
It's crazy.
The number needs to go down.
Yes. It's about 250 million too many.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind Disney Plus if they, went back to the the good old 90s when they made shit, to make shit. Gave the responsibility of creation to people who are driven. The same guy who made Treasure Planet.
Do you know the story about the Lion King, Trim?
No, not. In what? How do you mean it?
The thing is, the thing was, to be more correct, there was the Lion King that going to be made and released and all, and soon after, I think it was soon after, there was the Pocahontas movie. So they were both more or less in the same time made in the studios. And the Lion King got the B team. Do you understand what I mean?
Oh.
Yes.
Well.
Isn't that telling something?
Yeah.
Because Pocahontas was not a bad movie, and it was not like it made money, and it's one of the most beloved movie of Disney, but not like the Lion King.
No. I mean, the Lion King is my favorite animated movie of from like old Disney.
And yeah, I think about it because in the picture you see the very old. I think it's old, or it's in a new one, but made like an old school style. Anyway, it's the Lion King on the like a theater or something on Disney. And yeah, about that, the resort of Disney, like the attraction park and all, they lose money, especially in Florida. It's also something that may be related to the job freezing. Because the thing is, and I think we are more or less all from the same generation. When we were young, you watched in like the cartoons on the television, but on the other hand, there were Disney. Like we all had VHS of The Little Mermaid, of Pinocchio, of everything from Disney. I'm sure we all seen it, like Beauty and the Beast and all. And it's on one hand, I'm glad also that Disney is burning, just like Trim. But on the other hand, I'm like, it's still a piece of my childhood. It's sad that something so beloved and so good, because Disney was synonymous with good shit also in back in the days, like Blizzard, for example, also. And now it's just evil.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was just about to say Blizzard was the same way before, and now it's like it's a joke. It's a joke at the best of time.
Yeah. So to switch for another topic, I heard apparently that you like good villain character, Trim.
Yes.
I do. How about I ruin your day a bit more?
Go on.
Did you watch Resident Evil on Netflix?
Resident Evil on Netflix doesn't exist.
Yes, it is.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it is.
There is no Netflix. There is no Resident Evil on Netflix.
There is no Netflix. There is no Netflix. Yeah, especially like here on my stream, there is a black guy apparently, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's something like Albert Wesker.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, that isn't Albert Wesker, and it's over my dead body if it is.
So, what can you tell us about this lovely TV show on Netflix?
It's not a TV show on Netflix. It is basic. I'm talking about the game, because the game has the real Albert Wesker, the proper Albert Wesker.
Oh,
the man, the myth, the legend.
Like the one in the movies.
The one in the movies is just a bad parody. What I'm trying to get forward to is that Albert Wesker is, in my opinion, one of the better pure evil villains in media. Because he is a fully selfish, deluded, and yet very charismatic bad guy. While everything else is just a parody of him being like, oh yes, haha, I have the weird way of speaking, I wear sunglasses, and I'm a Matrix ripoff, which didn't happen until Code Red Veronica, but hey. And it's a madman with a plan that is ultimately going to destroy everything. But still he manages to have a following. He managed to find a resource because he is a capable, cruel person who will stop at nothing to succeed his goal that eventually makes him go so insane where he ends up getting delusions of grandeur to the point where he believes he's worthy to become an actual god.
Yeah,
but nobody seems to understand.
He has like a more or less like a god complex in the game.
Yeah, and that one comes around, I think chronologically, before Resident Evil 5, between Resident Evil 4 or 5, because as a character, he just started as a capable person, or rather, he's a result of an experiment, but over time, as his own power compounds, and as he builds himself up more and more, and as his vision just starts developing into a global scale to a eugenics point of view, where he seeks to create the ultimate human being, which is something his surrogate father, the creator of Umbrella, wanted to do. But my point is, in the end, that you can never create an Albert Wesker today. You can only create parodies or shallow copies, because nobody today knows how to make a proper evil villain. If you're gonna make a villain, they have to be either relatable to the point of sympathetic. They have to have a kind heart or start off as some kind of noble individual, or they just have to be a straight white male.
Oh, it remind me. I think that according to your criteria, like you just explained, Dio from JoJo Bizarre Adventure is a great villain.
Oh yeah, he's fantastic in that way.
Yeah. The villain you like to punch in the face.
Yes, you want to see him work his plan. You want to see him succeed, but you want to see him fail in the end, because he's a cruel bastard who doesn't deserve anything to fully succeed, because if it does, everything will go to hell, quite literally, if it does.
Yes, that I think, if I remember correctly, because I didn't play the Resident Evil movie. I'm a bit of a pussy, so I played the first one back in the days when the first one was just fucking scary to death. And
yeah,
I stopped like a few minutes after the first zombie that everyone saw in the like with the couch and all. You know the one I'm speaking about, the first zombie of Resident Evil. And but I've watched the playthrough of every single game, and yeah, it's a very bad guy. Very, very bad guy.
But the movies, like the comparative, even the movies, Albert Wesker still isn't the worst type.
You don't
because
see enough
at least
of
they're
him.
Trying.
You don't see enough of him in the movie to go to the full extent of his badness, so to say.
Yeah.
Because it's just a plain old bastard. He want to rule the world and yeah, be a god.
Yeah. And the thing is, he would also succeed hadn't it been for the efforts of Chris Redfield and Sheva Alomar and Jill Valentine. I mean, one of the biggest surprises in Resident Evil 5 is when you find out what he's done to Jill Valentine.
Oh yeah. He corrupted her.
Yeah, which of course the movies also fucking shamelessly ripped off. But again, the Resident Evil movies, even the utter shit parts, are still infinitely better than anything we get these days.
Yeah, the Netflix thing. You didn't watch it, the Netflix show? Yeah, seriously.
I refuse to.
Okay.
I fucking refuse to. The CGI is kind of cool. The CGI is kind of cool, but nothing else.
The only thing I found good in Resident Evil TV show is the promotional material, like the yellow stuff, like the drops of blood, the monster, like with all pus and ugly things, like it's almost like Nurgle monster to do another Warhammer analogy. The promotional material is awesome, really. I mean it.
I mean, to be put it like this, the G virus, or rather Birkin's G virus, it came from Resident Evil 2, and it's without a doubt one of the best monsters in Resident Evil.
Like look at the I think you see the thing I'm showing on the stream, like the spider on the right. How scary that motherfucker is. It's great, and again, the yellow, the like it's an experiment, like you're seeing to a microscope. The promotional material is excellent, like brilliant, really. But the show is nothing like that.
Exactly.
It's like a wonderful cover, like you back in the days when you bought games on the cover of the game.
Yeah,
And
but then you get disappointed by the
yeah,
results sometimes.
you think, oh, awesome, it will be like a knight and a dragon and a quest and all, and it's just a stupid 2D game that nothing like, or a side scroller game like a platform thing, and but yeah, the promotional material is just awesome, and a few monsters you see in the show, because I've seen a bit of clip, like the crocodile thing at the end, kinda look nice, but again, it's you see way too little of them, and it's
because it's more about the lesbian daughters of
yeah,
lesbian
and
daughters of Wesker, whom Wesker didn't have. Well, he did have a son, but he doesn't have two daughters. I mean, even the son was just thrown in there in Resident Evil 6, and not even the fucking developers knew what the hell they were doing with Resident Evil 6.
and again, like the black guy at the show at the end of the article, yeah, it's the so famous Albert Wesker, at least a clone apparently. I don't understand.
Oh yeah, the clone of Albert Wesker, who doesn't look at all like Albert Wesker. It's just,
well, if it's a clone, technically it would be like a carbon copy of Albert Wesker.
yeah, but apparently Albert Wesker, the original, got the Michael Jackson disease. Apparently,
like the reverse one, he was white and then he got black.
yeah, Shamo, he.
But yeah, I was thinking about that, because if it's a clone, yeah, it's supposed to be a carbon copy. If it's like, how to say that, an utero impregnation or something like, not a normal reproduction, maybe it can be black. But if it's a clone, I don't think so.
You can make excuses of doing it. I mean, making a non-perfect clone of someone is actually not the worst way to do the whole race change. That is something I'm going to admit, but it's still just so asinine, because they don't want to make anything new. Instead of making it Resident Evil, if they made that series, change the monster's design somewhat and called it something else, you still would have had a shit story, yeah, but it wouldn't be as bad, as it wouldn't be just an insult to Resident Evil. It wouldn't be a Resident Evil parody taking itself too seriously.
Yeah, and I'm showing to the chat a meme I found recently that I think it's so great.
Oh yeah,
it's
there we go.
It's exactly that.
Basically, it just
I like the
catfishing
guy.
Catfishing you with the character you love, that you respect, and then in the first moments they just change everything and just put everything on this new diversity hire.
I very much enjoyed the third step with the sad guy at the end.
Yeah,
I've been replaced.
Just a shadow of his former self.
Yes, and that's what's happening with so many things today. So many things.
I think they forgot the part where the sad guy's actually supposed to be a ghost now, because he was killed off by some completely irrelevant Mary Sue.
Like
and he's also supposed to be happy about it.
Yeah, he's thankful and all. He's like, oh, thank you, you right my wrongs and all this.
Yeah, despite, of course, in the actual canon of any version of it, they were destined to, make everything right. But hey, what do I know? I'm just an evil misogynist, apparently. Oh, and a racist, I guess.
Yeah.
Even better.
Oh, yeah.
So...
it would be better if we just got a Resident Evil clone. Like how people did GTA clones and other shit like that. Just give us one of Resident Evil.
Yeah, I think it would be better.
Yeah, and you could make one with a villain called Schmalbert Schmesker, and it'd still be more Resident Evil accurate if you followed the old formula.
And speaking about villain, apparently our beloved Amber Heard lost her stuff because lost a battle against Johnny Depp because apparently in the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, they are not very happy about Johnny Depp departure. And the thing with Margot Robbie, because apparently it was supposed to be a Margot Robbie movie next, and yeah, it will not happening. It will not be a
Hashtag
thing.
no Johnny, no movie.
Have I took a wrong link again? Apparently, yes. Fuck.
Whoopsie daisy.
Yeah, I think I missed.
Boodles.
I crossed a few reference. Because it is spoken a bit about Pirates of the Caribbean here, but just a bit. So I think I got the a bad thing. Yeah, this is the one. Because yeah, they planned something with Margot Robbie in Pirates of the Caribbean, like a spin-off, or she took over a franchise, or I don't really know. And yeah, it's cancelled. Because
oh no!
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh dear! Oh,
No.
what a tragedy!
Yeah.
Whoa!
like the bit with Condacula. Oh no! What a tragedy! Oh no!
Oh no! Oh no! What a shame! Oh no! Oh.
And the funny thing also, if I'm not mistaken, Margot Robbie was a friend of Amber Heard.
Ah.
I think.
Well, long may she burn.
I'm not entirely sure, but I think she was. And yeah, maybe they just understand or realize that, oh fuck, without the bad guy Johnny Depp, we maybe not win millions again.
They never will.
Yep.
And I hope they never do.
Well, hey, the more money she wins, the more money she makes. Rather, the more money Johnny Depp can take from her.
Yep.
Yep.
It's but yeah, it's very very strange that all of a sudden, like everyone was already planned or almost ready or some kind, and the thing is cancelled. Oh, and it's very recent, like it's from 14th of November. So yeah, it's very very recent.
Man, I never saw this coming. It's as if Johnny Depp made the whole series possible.
Yep.
And that removing a character so central to a series is a bad thing.
So what's in here is Margot Robbie speaking. We had an idea. We were developing it for a while, ages ago, to have a more of a female led, not totally female, but just a different kind of toy, which we thought would be really cool. But I guess they don't want to do it, referring to Disney.
Hooray!
Yep.
What kind of sentence even was that? Clearly, what language was she attempting to speak?
Wokery?
Yeah. Where corporatism. But yeah, it's a good news, honestly, because the moment I saw that Johnny Depp was in I think he was in MTV or something, like with the astronaut guy, the astronaut mascot, I thought to myself, oh good, he is like most likely uncancelled. You've seen that or no?
With the astronaut?
Yeah. I will find something. Just a second. Yeah, so something in English, not French, please. Yep. Here's the link. It's a YouTube video, but yeah. I will show the YouTube video, but no sound, so sorry. So it's a show like the MTV Awards or something, and yeah, he just
Oh.
appeared for a few seconds in the astronaut costume, like his
Well,
face.
that is the main problem, though. It's MTV.
Yes, but still, if it was really cancelled like the old days, it would never appear, even in that small bits on MTV.
Well, at least there's one good bit about MTV now.
Yeah. And everyone was screeching when they saw that. Oh, what are you doing, you validator, wife beater, and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, validated wife beater. Sure, buddy.
And yeah, it was maybe like 2 or 3 months ago.
Right.
And if that happened, yeah, I think it opened up the opportunity or the possibility of a return of the good old Captain Jack Sparrow.
Yeah.
And I will be very much for it. Because honestly, all the Pirates of the Caribbean movie, even though they are not like the best thing ever, they are still enjoyable.
The first 3 were really good.
You didn't like the 2 other?
The 4th and 5th one was a bit I don't really have much to say about them.
The 5th one is there is a thing I don't like about that one. That damper my enjoyment a bit. It was the girl and the son of the Orlando Bloom. The daughter of Barbossa and the son of Orlando Bloom. I didn't much enjoy them. You could
Wait,
feel...
the son of Orlando Bloom?
Yeah. Well, not the actual son of Orlando Bloom, but the character that Orlando Bloom
the
was.
son of the character, right. Oh shit, that's the one where they hint at Davy Jones at the end of it, right?
Yes. Because they broke the curse, maybe Davy Jones will return.
Yeah, but he shouldn't be a crab person, though. Because didn't that trident break all the curses?
Yeah, that's the trident of Poseidon broke all the curses of the sea. So the curse of Barbossa and not Barbossa. The Flying Dutchman is lifted. So Orlando Bloom can come back to land and go to his wife and all, and blah blah blah. And so Davy Jones may be returning, maybe. But yeah, I didn't like those 2 characters because you could feel that they were trying to give like a new team, a new cast, and yeah, you could feel that very strongly, to my opinion. But I very much enjoyed the Barbossa story, like his daughter and all, and the way he dies, and it was very touching.
Yeah.
Very touching. Because Barbossa is my favorite character of Pirates of the Caribbean.
I haven't watched it for a while, so I don't remember everything about it, sadly. I watched it once.
The bad guy also, the Spanish bad guy, was very interesting also.
Yeah.
Very creepy.
Well, he's always good at being a villain, though.
And again, Barbossa was a bad guy at first, and a very nice one indeed. Like Jack Sparrow said, "Oh, you betrayed me. You committed treason and mutiny," and Barbossa was like, "Yes, so."
Chad, yes.
When we saw him return at the end of the second movie, I was like, "Oh yes, please."
More of this would be nice.
The bickering they had all throughout the third movie was just awesome. With the what's it called? The thing you can see on the sea. Oh fuck, English, complicated language. Once again, Google Translate, help me.
Yeah, Davy Jones had a squid face, but he had a crab hand. Crab claw for a hand.
And then I'm big stupid because I don't even remember what it's called in French.
What does it look like?
Ah, a thing that you used to see.
Oh, the telescope.
Yeah, something like that.
Spyglass?
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, where they end up using a short one, then a bit longer, and then Jack
Yeah.
Sparrow comes with a massive one.
Yes.
Literally a fucking mine's bigger than yours.
Yeah, the spyglass. Thank you, Mr. Grey. Yeah,
Oh.
I will find it.
Starts off with Jack Sparrow using his regular one, and then Barbossa fucking puts up a much larger one, and then Jack Sparrow comes with a massive one just to compensate.
Yeah, the scene I'm showing in the chat. I have a bigger one.
Oh. That was fun.
Yeah, sorry, there's a delay, but I just love it.
Yeah, this is really what made, at least for me, I like the synergy between the two of them.
Yeah,
It's partially what made the third movie so damn good.
That's almost like children playing, but it's so fun.
Yeah, but the thing is, just Barbossa just has his fun, and he doesn't view it as a loss there. He just like made you do it.
You couldn't help yourself, huh?
Yeah, I got you. I made you do it.
But it's also because they consider both of them that the Black Pearl is their ship, and there is like a chemistry between them. Like one time it's in Barbossa's hand, the other time it's in Jack Sparrow's hand. They keep going at each other.
Yeah, but whenever Jack Sparrow tries to like, oh, this pearl is mine, but Barbossa always shows off in a way that he knows the pearl as well, and in
Yeah.
some aspects more.
Yeah, the bit when he got back the pearl outside of the battle, and he said, "Why is it small? Why is it small? She needs water." And he throw it back to the sea, and up here we go, big as ever. Yeah, it's I just love this thing, and I'm almost 100% sure that we will never have something like that in the future Pirates of the Caribbean, because the chemistry of the two characters was so great, both with the Barbossa actor and both with Johnny Depp.
Yep.
And yes, Callum, the ship belongs to Sparrow, but Barbossa is like, now it's mine.
He stole it, but he took good care of it.
Yes. Yeah, the one with the eye. It's the pieces of 8. But you took whatever junk you had. You think you should call it the 8 piece or whatever you had in a pocket at the time? It's also a nice story because you could see that it's it's just bumbling idiot trying to do their best, because the pirates in Pirates of the Caribbean are always cowards and miscreant, and yeah, they are not heroes in any kind.
And here's another thing I like about Barbossa and Jack is that Jack is a natural talent. He has a talent for being a pirate, for doing what he does. However, Barbossa, he has learned everything. He has it through hard work and skill. That's basically how I view it myself, though. Because Jack is this insane guy, but he has a knack for being a pirate, for being a sailor. While Barbossa he's just learned everything through blood, sweat, and toil.
I don't know the backstory of Barbossa, because he was a member of the crew of Sparrow, at least for some time, because he stole the ship from Sparrow.
Yep. and he thought he could do a better job at being a captain than Jack Sparrow.
Take what you can,
Which
give nothing back.
Yeah, but in some ways, actually, Barbossa is the better captain than Jack Sparrow.
In a way, yes. In a way.
Yes.
And I also like one of the quotes from them is, "We have to fight to run away."
Yes.
Oh, you make me want to watch them again.
The first 3 movies were fucking golden.
Yeah, they were fun. They were very fun. Oh man. So we have time for our last topic. After this nice win with Margot Robbie and the attempt of stealing another lovely franchise from ours, what about a nice failure, my dear Trim?
Let's go with a nice
Bezek,
failure.
you still there?
Yep. So we're going to talk about Trim, are we?
No.
Oh,
But it's
but you
something...
said a nice failure.
Yeah, a very nice failure.
I mean, do you mean nice failure as in it's nice to watch it fail, or do you mean...
Yes.
Nice to watch it fail.
Apparently, the Black Panther sequel have failed quite a bit.
Excellent.
Because if I'm not mistaken, I think it's equal or below the score that Black Adam did, if I understand everything correctly.
The writing here is like Black Panther, Wakanda Forever roars to 330 million for a second big global opening behind Marvel Studios sequel.
Yeah,
they make it sound like it's a success. So please go
Yes.
into detail about how this is a fucking failure.
Yes, but if you watch on the number and you know the length span they had to make such number, it's not that impressive. Because Black Panther, the first one, made like almost $1 billion, and yeah, it's a third than that.
What are you saying, that nobody wants to watch the thin, scraggly, arrogant little bint that goes around stealing the stuff of her elder brother because she's jealous?
It's not a brother technically. I think she's related to the bad guy of the first movie. I don't know the name of such link. But yeah, she's not technically the brother of T'Challa.
Oh, so she's a usurper. Wonderful.
No, but the thing is, there is no actual Black Panther in this movie. Like, there is no T'Challa, there is no, like, passing of the mantle or some kind. I didn't watch the movie, but I watched some review, and apparently the movie, I think I can spoil that a bit. The movie starts with, oh, the Black Panther died because he had an illness and he didn't talk about it, and now it's gone, and yeah, so we are in deep shit now. And there is like a submarine Aztec civilization. They said something like, oh, the Panther is gone, so we can take the adamantium now. Or vibranium, I don't know the name of the metal, but
it's a good vibe and shit.
Yeah, and so yeah, it's not the roaring success they say it is. So yeah,
it's never gonna be a success because, I mean, if I remember correctly, I've seen a scene where literally the main character goes like, colonizer.
And the funny bits about the bad guy in this movie, it's like, so it's the Aztec one. So okay, I'm very much love the pre-Columbian civilization. So Aztec, Maya, Inca, and in Native American stuff like that. I very much enjoyed this kind of culture, you know, tribal things and all. But there was still like humans sacrificing everything. And they wage war to every one of their neighbor and all, and they do everything they can in their power and beyond that to make the Aztec guy like a good guy. Like, like the Aztec did do nothing wrong, and they were like peace-loving tree-hugger hippie, and
Yes, yes, the Aztecs, one of the most brutal fucking tribal civilizations on Earth.
thank you, student. Yeah, it's vibranium. But and yeah, Callum, it's almost the same. Like everyone is talking about Black Panther, but there's no Black Panther to be seen in this movie. And you see a suit and a figure of some kind that looks like Black Panther, but yeah, it's not T'Challa. It's more surely the girl here. So the Neri Cherry, something like that. I don't remember her name. And yeah, I'm okay with that, but do a proper movie that show the new blood or the new apprentice that is learning the ropes. To me, I don't want to be prideful, but to me as a writer, I could almost immediately go, okay, so the main actor died. We have to go a second movie. Let's make something about a new guy that struggled to be on par with his predecessor that we so beloved. But no,
Yes.
of course not.
Why would we do that? We can just replace with diverse character, number something or other.
Yeah. And yeah, it's so I wanted to be a bit cheerful with a failure that we could both enjoy.
Oh yeah.
And
Maybe hey, how about they just ask Resident Evil to have them clone T'Challa, but make him either pasty white or a hard banging Mexican. Like it's not not a Latino guy, but just make him a fucking gangbanger or over tattooed Mexican.
yeah, so something like that. That would be very fun. And yeah, apparently from what I've learned through the history lesson, the thing that made the Aztec fall from grace is they were very religious. So if they see something new, they were, oh, are you a god? Yes, I am. Thank you. So and also they were so war driven that they didn't really know how to ally themselves against a common enemy, something like that. And so they were just butcher and also the technology, they had no armor, no I'm not even sure they had shields.
Hey, Chris, let's not kid ourselves. We all know that the conquistadors, they didn't even give a.
Mm.
The conquistadors weren't just brutal; they were fucking savage.
Yep. But I'm still thinking that they could have stand a chance, the Aztec, I mean, if they allied themselves properly, like the goal.
No,
The
they wouldn't have stood a chance, no matter how many. I mean, it was an expedition. If they managed to beat away the first expedition, then they would have just given more manpower to it.
Yeah, but they
They
still
were
had
doomed to begin with.
they still had the home advantage, you know, the terrain. They were all the thing they used, you know, for poison to assassination. They could. I didn't say they would have. I'm saying they could. They would have a better shot at defending themselves if they were not so divided in the all the belief and politics and all. Because that's
Yeah,
what
but
happened
every
with the
tribe
goal.
there was its own nation,
Yeah, I know.
right? It's similar to how the different European countries were, while in the same general area, were just completely different.
Dave Chappelle as T'Challa just for shitting giggles. Yeah,
There we go.
would be wonderful. Yeah, but nonetheless, the Aztec are no more, and yeah, so now they are just you know nice trade partner for the Wakanda. Oh man. So I think I will conclude on that part. Something that we could cheer on. Bad movies doing bad thing as intended. And yeah, hopefully the demon realms will not go that route. I hope.
I mean, it will succeed. I want it to, and I
Yeah.
willed it to.
I will share myself a bit on that note, and then I will share both of you after that. So if you love me and you love what I do and you want to make a bearded Belgian happy, click on this thing, and yeah, I will be forever grateful, and this will be nice.
You hear that, chat? To make Chris happy, click on this thing.
Yeah, click
That'll
on.
make him very happy.
Play with his thing, and he'll be a very happy little Belgian.
Click on my thing, please. repeatedly, and very fast.
A little more. There we go.
Man. So, and for second thing, so trim thing. Just a second. I'm grabbing the link. So this is trim channel. So if you want to go, it do also live stream. So if you want to do some stuff with us in the stream, it does yeah, drawing stream, something like that, and we speak shit together, and it's quite fun. And apparently he is not allowed to use any more American Navy song also.
Yeah, because Hong Kong now owns the rights to it, or a company in Hong Kong now owns the rights to it. That's Americans' debt has been a bitch when they gotta sell their own military.
Yeah. But yeah, the trim do very nice thing, and the thing you see on the stream right now. So oh fuck no, it's the thumbnail. I don't show it in the actual stream. 1 second, I'll show something. Yes, this thing. So this is something that Trim did for me, and I use it as a thumbnail when I can. So this is like both of characters, so the troll, the Viking troll, and the demon thing. It's both of us. We are happy. We drink tea and coffee and whatever we want. Not the blood of our enemy, like the Aztec. And yeah, Trim is quite talented, so give it something. And for you, my dear Australian, what have I to chill for you? The Sultans or your personal channel?
Do the Sultans.
Yeah. So if you want to lose hope in humanity, you have to go to this thing. And you can also see that this art piece is also made by Trim. So yeah, he's an official there.
And a little show for myself, you can find the time lapse of that if you scroll down.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
And so can you explain a bit the concept of the Sultan, Bezek? Because I'm not sure I will do it justice.
The
It has a
Sultan
concept?
started a long time ago in a land far away known as Kekistan. No, the Sultans is a spin-off of the Lotus Eaters.
Oh yeah,
that started from the Gold Tier Zoom calls, where we decided we were having such a great time that we needed our own thing, and that turned into a Discord server that eventually turned into a podcast, which is basically where we touch all the things that the Lotus Eaters are too scared to.
Oh yeah.
Which say a lot.
Oh yeah. And I mean, we have the perfect main host for it because few people can describe things as insultingly and angrily as he.
Yeah, you see the Australian chap with the beard, I say trans Texan. Yeah, that's encapsulate perfectly the mindset and the attitude of the angry Australian you heard before.
Yeah,
I mean, it's the mindset of the whole damn podcast.
And yes, Callum, a Sultan is a Turkey Ottoman leader.
Yes.
On the right, you can see a drunk Norwegian.
Well, I'm drinking bleach from the many pedophilic realizations in the current day.
But yeah, it's more like it's more politically oriented. Well, not necessarily. It's more like spicy news. Am I correct?
Yes, but unfortunately, most of the spicy news is generated by really, really dumb political decisions.
Yes, that's also true. And sometimes I'm there, not always, because I try to not impose myself too much. But yeah, it's it's a nice
He
place.
tries not to impose, but is it really imposing if you get kidnapped?
Yeah, that's another topic. I'm very
The
partial.
thing, okay, I'm gonna say this for the last time. You were kidnapped and forcefully adopted to the Sultans. It means you are now welcome to come and go as you will.
Yeah.
Actually, you're expected to be on the podcast.
Well, if you invite me a bit more on your golf stream, that will be happening.
That's Besek's fault. I'm innocent.
I bought the damn game for you, motherfucker. Oh man. So yeah, we will conclude the stream there. It was very fun to have you guest today, my dear Bezek. I think we might do something like that from time to time. Have a guest, like this time we kidnap this guy. With this time we kidnap this guy.
We need to see if we can get either the monkey or Disco aboard,
Ah, that would be fun.
or Bleach, or even Crow.
Disco would be fun. Because every time I see a picture with the cat on the head, and you don't even can see her face on the picture.
Nah, it was during a period where I did have no confidence in drawing anything feminine, so I just said, "Fuck it." And also, she's short, so it's funny.
That's about correct, I think. Alright, anyway, have a nice night, guys. It was very fun, and thank you, dear chat. It was also funny to have you all on board, and hopefully that Bezek will not rape another mermaid this time.
He's already done all of them. I mean, he slaughtered them to extinction and bred them back to stability.
That's the beauty of the concept. You can rape them all multiple times.
Ah,
We will stop at that. Have a nice one.
that explains the receding hairline.